Hello everyone and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Today we will practice together the large intestine flow. And the large intestine flow is wonderful for if you have projects with your lungs, intestines, deeper skin, and very importantly, it harmonizes sadness and grief. So let us start by placing our hands on our 11s just to take a moment to become aware of our bodies. Feel where we are, the right and the left side, and which 11 feels a little bit more tied to you. And then place your hand on the side that feels like it can use a little session. And then with the other hand, we will hold the index finger. So that's the first step. And then take a few breaths here. Large intestine flow peaks between 6 and 8 a.m. And that's often when we start to get up, start to get our bowels moving and begin our day. So if there are any projects with any intestinal projects such as constipation, then this is a wonderful flow to practice. Just take a few breaths here. And this flow pattern is in the book, The Art of Jinshan, that you can get on Amazon. And I just want to show you how it's displayed here. Very easy to follow along with Cecile showing you all the holds. Observing your breath becoming a little bit softer. Observe your breath becoming a little bit deeper into the belly. And observe yourself dropping your shoulders, letting go of any tension that we're holding there, any stress that we may have had just now, a few minutes ago. Just be in the present moment and let it go with the exhale. Large intestine is a descending flow. It starts at the inside of the index finger on the nail and then moves down the arm, moves through the upper arm and then crosses at thoracic vertebra number 1. So this is a wonderful flow to harmonize arm projects and shoulder projects. Let's take one more breath here, and then let's move our hand we'll take it off the index finger and moving it to location number 13, which is at the third rib, right here. So you can count 1, 2, 3. And 13 is a wonderful location. It brings out our inner child, our child ego state, bringing out our creativity, our feelings, and also harmonizing our reproductive system, as well as the organs that live there, so the lungs, the heart, and our emotional system. So if we feel sad, it's very nice to hold our 13s to bring about joy and laughter. So again, take a deep breath in to the top of your lungs, receiving the abundance, and then exhale, letting everything you don't need go, and allowing the exhale to go to the big toes, and then bringing it back up from the big toes to the top of the head. And with each cycle of breath, we renew, and our energy renews, and our body follows, so our body renews. Take one more breath here, and then let's move our hand to 14, which is the base of the spine here. And just want to tell you a little bit how this flow moves. So from the index finger, it moves on the outside of the arm, through the shoulder, through thoracic vertebrae 1 to the other side, into the chest. So the left flow harmonizes the right chest, the right breast area, and then moving down through the lungs to the large intestine. Then one part moves up through the throat and then circulates the face through the lower gums, through the face, and then crosses at the upper lip to the opposite 21. So this is a wonderful flow to harmonize dental projects, our gums, lower gums, upper gums, and also harmonizes our digestive system. Let's take one more breath here. Very nice. And then we will move to our opposite 21, which is located right here at the cheekbone. And yeah, this feels like this helps to release stress. 21. This flow is great also if you see babies with chubby cheeks. You can do large intestine flow, which becomes stomach flow right here. And then the stomach flow will allow energy to descend. So those chubby cheeks, they will go down a bit. So Jinshin is a harmonizer. So if the need is to have chubby cheeks, then they will stay. No worries, it's a harmonizer. The energy will always find its way. Very nice. The season of large intestine is fall, and it's very helpful to transition into different seasons. Actually, we now are moving into spring season, and sometimes allergies come up, and this flow is very helpful to harmonize allergies, stuffy nose, mucus, lung projects, coughing, things like that. The astrological sign related to large intestine is Taurus, and I have. So if you are in Taurus, this is a wonderful flow to support your astro sign. And then let's move to the opposite 22, right here, right beneath the collarbone. Again, 11, allowing for our inhale, 22, allowing for our exhale. So by holding 11 and 22, we have a complete cycle of breath right here. And then moving to the other 22. That's the last step. And this almost feels like giving yourself a big hug. It's very comfortable hold. And just take some observation of how your 11 feels right now. If it's more relaxed, you can move it around a little bit closer to the spine or move it a little bit more lateral, just exploring your 11. And with each step, you can wait for the pulsation to come to the surface if you are feeling pulses. You can stay with each hold for a while, or as soon as you feel the pulsation, you may move to the next step. You are the artist, and depending on the time that you have, and also depending how it feels to you in the moment. You can also practice the other side, and let's move through it briefly. So 11 and the index finger. Then 13. Let's do one cycle of breath, which is each hold. And 14. And you probably will feel the pulsation more readily the second time around. And just observe the difference between right and left and how it feels to you. And then 21. 22. And the other 22. And so let's finish today's session by holding your ring finger. The ring finger harmonizes our second cycle of energy, depth 2, in which large intestine flow lives. Depth 2, our second cycle of energy, harmonizing our deeper skin. So on a depth level, we can hold the ring finger to harmonize depth 2. And on an organ flow level, we can hold the index finger because it starts right here. The organ flow, the pathway starts on the index finger. Just want to show you the illustration so you can see how it moves through the body. Wonderful. So large intestine practice for today. Thank you all so much for joining. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. So thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next week.